Good evening, everyone. Could we all please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance led by Trustee Robin Silvestri?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Resolved to approve the minutes of the April 28, 2020 regular meeting of the Board of Trustees and dispense with the reading of the same.
So moved.
Do I have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, so ordered.
Aye.
Mrs. Parker, any correspondence today?
Yes, we do, Mr. Mayor. We have a letter from the fire department dated May 7th, 2020 to myself. Dear Mrs. Parker, the annual meeting of the General Convention of the Babylon Fire Department was held at 8 p.m. on Thursday, May 7th, 2020, as prescribed by Article 3, Section 1 of the department bylaws. The purpose of the convention was to elect nominees for the office of Chief of the Department, First Assistant, Second Chief, and Third Assistant Chief. The nominees receiving the plurality of votes were as follows. Chief of the Department, Joseph Crackleberry. First Assistant Chief, Matthew Arundel. Second Assistant Chief, James Miga. Third Assistant Chief, William Sadowski. Please forward the results of the General Convention to the Village Board for their confirmation. Respectfully submitted, Tony Schultz, Secretary of the General Convention. That's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you very much. What's your pleasure?
Make a motion to accept the fire department letter as read.
Any discussion? Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, so ordered.
Aye.
Let's go right into committee reports. Trustee Robin Silvestri.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have a couple of resolutions for tonight. Resolved to accept the resignation of Samuel Wahuli as a full-time highway laborer effective April 6, 2020.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So ordered.
Aye. And resolved to issue a prorated refund in the amount of $525 to Antonio Vilmage for the return of a non-resident parking decal number 2263.
Any discussion? Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, so
Aye.
ordered.
Aye.
Those are my resolutions for this evening, Mr. Mayor. It's very quiet over at the Conklin House due to the current conditions. That's all I have to report tonight. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Trustee Mary Adams.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Resolved to accept the resignation of Stacy Paglucha as a part-time laborer effective February 18th, 2020.
Do I have a second?
Second,
Any discussion?
second,
All in favor?
Aye.
aye,
All right, so ordered.
Resolved to approve the following warrant for May 12th, 2020, general account, $183,304. Conklin House, $886.95. Total general fund, $184,281.90. Capital fund, $500,000 for a total of $684,281.19.
Any discussion? Do I have a second?
Second,
All in favor? Aye.
second.
Aye.
Aye.
So
Aye.
ordered. So
And
ordered.
those are my resolutions for the evening. Mr.
Trustee Tony DeVita.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have a few resolutions. First, resolve to hire Sean Tracy as a full-time parking meter officer with an EMS responsibilities with the annual salary of $41,600 effective February 18, 2020.
Any discussion? Do I have a second?
Second,
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
So moved.
Resolve to amend the resolution dated April 2020, appointing Kathy Matty as court reporter for 1 year to be at the rate of $200 for Tuesday court session and $225 for night sessions effective 2019.
Any discussion? Do I have a second?
second,
All in favor? Aye.
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 So ordered.
Resolve to appoint Joseph Frank Laveri as fire marshal for 2 years with a salary of $2,000 effective May 12, 2020.
Any discussion? Do I have a second?
second,
All in favor? Aye. So
Aye.
ordered.
Aye.
So ordered.
Okay. Whereas 7-725A of the village law permits the village of Attlin to impose a reservation on parkland in connection with site plans containing residential units, and whereas 7-72 fees to set a fee in lieu of such reservations of parkland in circumstances where suitable land for parks, playground, or recreation use cannot be shown on this site plan. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the parks, playgrounds, recreation fee be set aside of not less than $2,000 for a residential unit to be imposed by authorizing for each residential unit on any development site plan where land for parks, playground, or recreation are not adequately provided.
Any discussion? Do I have a second?
second,
All in favor?
Aye.
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 So ordered.
Excuse me, this one's gonna be a little lengthy, so bear with me. Whereas on March 20, 2020, a public hearing was held by the Board of Trustees of the Incorporated Village of Avalon to consider the petition of Bomtic LLC for rezoning of the premises located at 75 Fire Island Avenue, Babylon, New York. Location 102-02-02-064.001. From Residence O to Residence M. And whereas a review of the rezoning application reveals the applicant seeks to construct a townhouse building containing 6 one-bedroom units with 14 on-site parking spaces. And whereas on October 24, 2019, the Planning Board of the Incorporated Village of Babylon considered the amended site plan application for the proposed townhouses complex, and by determination dated January 20th, 2020, the Planning Board made its recommendations. And whereas the applicant submitted a short-form environmental assessment, including a project description and history, an evaluation of potential significant environmental impacts of the proposed action. And whereas, in accordance with the State Environmental Quality Review Act, (CEQA), and its implementing regulation as set forth in 6 NYCRR Part 617, and the village board review the short form environmental assessment for the proposed action, conducted site inspections by members of the village board, and reviewed and considered any public comments and the criteria set forth in 6 NYCRR Part 617. And whereas the village board has reviewed the application and has determined that the proposed action will not have any significant adverse impact on the environment and negative declaration under the CEQA. And whereas notice of said public hearing was duly advertised in the official newspaper of the village and mailed to owners of land in accordance with the village code. And whereas said public hearing was held on March 24, 2020, and held open until April 14, 2020, for any and all parties to speak on behalf or opposition to the said application. And whereas the village received one inquiry following the public hearing, to which it responded by email due to the pandemic. And whereas in accordance with 239- Article 12-B, County Planning Commission on or about March 10, 2020. Whereas the Suffolk County Planning Commission took no action within 45 days. And whereas the village board, after due deliberation and consideration of public health, safety, and welfare concerns, finds it and approve the rezoning subject to certain covenants herewithin after set forth. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Village of Babylon Board of Trustees does hereby approve the rezoning application of Vic LLC. A, to change the zoning classification of the subject property from residency O to residence M. B, to construct a total of 6 residential units, a 14-space parking lot, and associated appurtenances of the 16,484.9 square foot subject property, subject to the submitted plans and the compliance with the attached covenants. That should be it. That's what I have. Thank you.
Any discussion? Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Aye. So ordered.
Just a couple of things, just to mention, we're in May. Normally, we do our pool registrations and swimming lessons. But unfortunately, due to the pandemic that we're experiencing, as of right now, under the governor's actions, we are not able to open the pool. Therefore, we're holding off on any pool registration, swimming lessons, and pool passes. Hopefully, in June, maybe we'll be able to, but our plan is to continue going forward and having the pool ready for our normal opening day. If we can't, we'll still be ready in the future. So that's our goal. Thank you.
Thank you, trustee DeVita. Deputy Mayor Kevin Muldowney.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Be it resolved to hire Melissa Calhorn as a full-time parking meter officer with EMS and EMT responsibilities with an annual salary of $47,840 effective February 18th, 2020.
Any discussion? Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So ordered.
Be it resolved to issue a refund in the amount of $110 to Ryan LaRocca for overpayment of boat slip number 32 at Beach Canal for the 2020 season.
Any discussion? Do I have a
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So ordered.
Be it resolved to appoint Building Inspector Stephen Feldman to inspect 83 Suncombs Avenue, Babylon Village, and prepare a report pursuant to the
Aye.
Village of Babylon Code, Chapter 113, Unsafe Buildings, concerning the dangerous and unsafe conditions that may exist at such premises.
Any discussion? Have a second.
Second.
Kevin?
That's all I have. I think we need to vote on
Okay,
it.
thank you. very much. Do I have a second?
Second.
Did you get that, Ralph? We just need a vote on that. I think Ralph's frozen. I'm not sure.
I think so.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, I have, is that
That's
all,
all.
Deputy Mayor?
That's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, I have one, okay, thank you. I have one announcement. The Village of Babel will be closed and there'll be no rubbish or garbage pickup on Monday, May 25th, 2020. Residents should not to the curb on that day. Okay, that's all I have this evening. Thank you very much, everyone. And any questions or concern, you can send it or call us, and we will make sure we answer all your requests.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you.